Welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're jumping into professional wrestling once again. We're going to be taking a look at a set of belts that had less than 1 year's run in wrestling, but left a lot of impact for a lot of us who remember them. They, of course, being the WCW World Six-Man Tag Team Wrestling Championship belts. And here we are. All three are here in this set. And it was really cool to get these. I remember them briefly from when I first started watching wrestling, and then they just came back in recurring videos that I saw for years. And I really wanted them. So here they are. And they are beautiful belts. They were active through February 17th, 1991 through December 4th of 1991. So not even 10 full months they were active. But during that time, there were some good matches, and quite a few legends in the business held these belts. We only had 4 teams that actually held them. We will get into who they were. And it's kind of funny to look at this plate made in 1991. It's very reminiscent of the outside layout of this belt of the mystery Hulk Hogan 1986 belt. So, ever seen photos of it? You know, it's got the little picture of Hogan in the middle, the WWF logo and stuff. It's got flags. But this one, it was made after it, of course, and you got the world right in the middle. 6-man with the number 6 outlined in red. WCW, you got some banners all across the top here, which look really nice. 2 stars, nice detail artwork on the plate. And what caught me with this belt were the side plates. Get this in the camera here. You got 3 guys reaching for the globe right here. It says 6-man tag team. And the back plate, of course, is just a WCW with 2 guys grappling. And this is as I knock things over, full belt. Again, another internet purchase replica. I actually got these off eBay. Very good price. I got them, I'd say almost 2 years ago. And they've just been sitting in my collection ever since. Beautiful looking belts though. Kind of wish they'd kept going with them. They were established as an attempt to recreate the NWA 6-man tag team belts. They were used to push mid-card superstars at the time. So, little interesting. Having said that, let's take, a look at the history of these belts. The inaugural champions were crowned February 17th, 1991. They were the JYD, Junkyard Dog, Ricky Morton, and Thomas Rich. They defeated Dutch Mantell, Buddy Landrell, Dr. X, who was Randy Colley. And they held the tag team championships for 133 days. Not a bad run right there. Pretty good. Next tag team that defeated them were the Fabulous Freebirds that consisted of Jimmy Jan Garvin, Michael P.S. Hayes, and Bad Street. They won the belts June 13th, 1991, and held them for 35 days. I still love how the red 6 is in this design. It says 6-man. Just little thing. Really cool. Next champions after them, Dustin Rhodes, Tom Zink, Big Josh, held the belts for 47 days, winning them on August 24th, 1991. And the final champions were Ricky Morton, Terrence Taylor, and Thomas Rich. They held the belts for 55 days. They won them on October 10th, 1991, and were the champions when the belts were deactivated December 4th, 1991. So a lot of big names right there. JYD, Thomas Rich, Richie Morton, Michael Hayes, Jimmy Garvin, Dustin Rhodes, Big Josh, Tom Zink. Some big guys that came through the company, really built a name for themselves, all held the World 6-man tag team belts. And they look really nice. You can find some photos out there. Little side note, Stunning Steve Austin used one of these during the interim time when WCW was transitioning from the NWA belts to the WCW belts, he walked to the ring on multiple occasions holding a 6-man tag team belt in place of the World Television Championship. Go into a little more detail about that when we do the WCW TV titles and all the variants and variations. But yeah, all 3 belts, as you can see, are identical. Beautiful looking belts. Mine do not have property plates. That's the only kicker, is that it had a small property plate back here, and I mean small from the photos I saw. But overall, I think it was really cool. I wish WCW had reactivated them at least once and given them a run. I could actually see like the NWO running around with these things. That would have been really cool. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you have any memories of the NWA, or WCW World 6-Man Tag Team belts. Did you see any of the matches? They were mostly on worldwide and main event shows. The inaugural championship match, which reactivated these belts, was actually held at a house show. So, little side note information. But yeah, I really want to hear if you have any information or remember any matches. So I do remember seeing the match when the Freebirds won the belts. But yeah, little nostalgic aside, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers, the interactions and everything, all positive. I love it. I'm going to keep answering in a timely manner as best as I can. Many more videos coming out. A lot of Transformers coming out this way. And more wrestling belts. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. ALW Collectibles. Take a look. A lot of preview stuff up there. I am going to get ready for another video. And these belts are going to go back into their prestigious spot in my collection. You all have a good day.